or I'm gonna have to talk really loud because the last video I didn't really like how the sound kind of muffled. So I'm gonna move this just up a bit. I know you guys are probably like wondering where have I been? What have I been doing? We're gonna get to that. Okay, so we are live. So yeah, I have another charcuterie board here, of course. Um, I just came back from a trip to the north. I was in Philadelphia. The reason why I was in Philadelphia is because I had a pageant practice. And yeah, so I haven't been live for, it's been about 8 days. I apologize for that, but to be honest, Philadelphia was just really just so depressing. But honestly, I should have still vlogged and show you guys what I saw. Now, I felt, I've been to New York many times, so I was expecting Philadelphia to be very similar to New York. I was wrong. Philadelphia, imagine like Gotham City, like, it's just like, it really just shocked me, honestly, but I did do the practice for the pageant. I don't know if you guys know, if you do know, I'm wearing for Miss Caribbean. And it was so cold. And just everywhere just looked dirty. It was not a place where, personally, I feel like I've been glowing. I don't know how people who are in Philadelphia can live a soft life in that type of environment. But Philadelphia was just really just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to go into later what really like shocked me. Oh guys, can you see the full of my flowers? Let me get those in there. You know how I feel about my flowers. You guys already know. We have like purple in there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm also wearing purple. And it has some orange in here. And it has this beautiful rose one. And it has these like buds. I should have showed you guys. You see these buds? I really like that. Flowers keep me calm. I do enjoy the ambience of flowers. These have this lavender. I don't know. I should find out what type of flower these are, but I really like this type of bush-looking flower. And these are like orange roses. And then they have some fuchsia pink. I don't know if you can see it. This fuchsia pink here. It's so beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite bouquets. I have another one over here, but they're actually dying. So if I have came home earlier, you guys would have saw that one. I didn't eat too much of anything in Philadelphia. I went to a place called, oh, I can't remember, but it was like a kind of a chain restaurant, like Applebee's, Chili's. I can't remember the name though. The traffic was crazy, and it was just like really, it felt like an outskirt part of New York, really. So then I took the train no, I took a bus to New York, and I never did that before. I've never taken a bus like to any state before. So that was really different for me. Luckily, everybody said that when you ride these bus things, it's usually like a bad experience, but God willing, I didn't have a bad experience. It was like only like a 45-minute ride, and I was right in Times Square. Right now, New York is cold. But I want to say that Philadelphia might have felt colder to me. I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't outside as much in New York. I don't know. But New York in the wintertime is depressing. Anybody who lives there or is from there can tell you that. So it's a big reason. I don't know how you New York vloggers do it, and you guys can keep your like what's the word I'm looking for? Your energy levels up. But I definitely start to feel like my vitamin D levels dropping down. If you don't know, you need vitamin D to feel energized, which really comes from the sun. Coming from a Caribbean island and coming up here, been a lot of harsh change with my body, on my hair, on my like skin, on my face, a lot of things. So I have to, make sure I take in extra vitamins that I normally need to do. Um, I written some things down I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, when I was up there, I did come off my diet. I did get a chance to, because you just can't say no to New York food. It is, the carbs in New York are definitely worth it. The pizza, the sandwiches, all these things. So I had one chopped cheese. I did have one slice of New York pizza. It was like a pepperoni, jalapeno, hot honey, and then I had like a skinny margarita with that. I keep track of what I eat, and it kind of helps me, keep track of my weight and all that stuff, and how fast I am able to burn all these calories. I had some Chinese food. The Chinese food in New York is really, really good. But there are some things that are feeling is better down here in Atlanta. That's where I'm in right now. I think that the crab ragout thing that they have, the one where you fry it, and they have the cream cheese and they have the crab stick stuff inside. I think that tastes better down here. And the egg rolls, it's like the things that are supposed to be fried up there, they're not putting seasoning on it after they fry it. So it's just like breading with no seasoning. So, but the rice and the menu is more expanded in New York. So like I had spare ribs, which I typically don't get in Atlanta. I had spare ribs. I had a different kind of fried rice. The sweet and sour sauce was not really. So I would say probably I don't know. It is between New York and Atlanta Chinese food. I can't say really. And even Indonesian Chinese food, like honestly, each one of them is doing well in a specific category. So like in Indonesia, the things I would typically order in America at a Chinese restaurant, I wouldn't order in Indonesia. Like to me, the fried rice in the chow mein is trash compared to America. The fried rice. So when I go to Chinese and Waterage, that's where I get it from. And then the road you're gonna say, oh, you eat from that place in Waterage? Yes, I eat from the Chinese Waterage. You know the one across from Computer World. Um, do they have things going on there? Probably, I don't know. But all I know is I ordered I think it's not baked chicken. It's roasted chicken, cabbage, and that's about it. There's something else I ordered. What is it? Oh, the wonton, the pork wontons or chicken wontons. I really like those. And the sweet and sauce. The sweet and sour sauce is probably the best thing. We should have that the best from what I tasted. When it comes to fried rice, Atlanta, New York kind of might be a tie on that. When it comes to meat, St. Lucia and New York. And why do I say Atlanta? A lot of the times, like I feel when I try Chinese food here, the meat tastes questionable. That's all I'm saying. Questionable. And so I don't typically have that problem. And St. Lucia, there have been some things that's tasted questionable, but not really. For the most part, I've never felt like, oh, this is rat or this is dog or this is cat. And no offense to Chinese people, but if I'm being honest, there has been some like mystery meat, and it just has a consistency that just doesn't taste like chicken. And a lot of things as I'm coming up here, I realized a lot of the meat isn't. I don't know how to say it's not meat, but it just tastes funny, and the consistency of it is funny. It's not normal, that's what I'm saying. I was washing some meat I got from the Walmart, and when I washed and I put the hot water on it, all this stuff came off of it. And I just couldn't look at the meat. These are like wings, and I could just look at them and I could just tell I cannot fry these or it's gonna be just uneatable. I don't know if you've ever got these type of big steroid meat, and when you fry it, it's barely any meat. It's just fat and skin basically. So I baked them and they were okay, but I just knew I couldn't fry them. So yeah, I would say like I couldn't really tell you. Signature, like I said, the rice and chutney is definitely not going. The menu is more standard in New York. So I ate the Chinese food. I don't Oh, I had these oxtails from what's the place called? Golden Crust. Yeah, I think it's called Golden Crust, not Golden Corral, Golden Crust. It's like a Jamaican. I wouldn't say it's fast food chain kind of restaurant or whatever. And let me tell y'all, I had oxtails and they cost me $38.50 for a small. Pardon me. A large costs $48. Now, what really is going on in New York? Because how can a tail of the ass of a cow be $50? I just like, and them Jamaicans really putting prices for their food. This is like literally rice and peas, cabbage, and what 5, 6 oxtails for $40. That's a scam. But I was around my, menstruation time, so I would really want to oxtail. I think next time I'll get from the Dominicans. Dominicans are more reasonable when it comes to meats and food, honestly. So next time I'll just order from the Dominicans. The oxtails was, it was okay. It wasn't nasty. It was okay. It wasn't, oh my God, let me have more. They were a good size oxtail, I'll give them that, but $38 is a lot for a small thing of oxtails. Because rice literally only costs $1. And cabbage only costs $1 too. And a bag of oxtails probably only costs $40. So you charging $40 for one plate. It's asinine. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. I want to say I had some fries in the airport. They were not good. They were a waste of money. $7 or $8 for the little Maggi unseasoned fries. I didn't really eat that out that much because I was only in New York, honestly, only about 7 days. 7 days or 6 days. Oh, I had a hot dog. Let me tell you, I went to Times Square and I really just came out to really get a hot dog because it's been years since I've had a New York hot dog, right? So I just can't help to notice how the New York hot dog has gotten much smaller than what it used to be. It don't even taste the same. It tastes like, I don't even know what. So I bought one in the Bronx, and that one was unflavorful, like almost like the hot dog was still frozen, you just threw it on the grill, but it didn't really taste like it was fully cooked, it didn't have no flavor in it, and so it was like disgusting. I didn't eat it, so I was like, there's this place in Times Square I usually always get my hot dogs from every time I'm in New York. So I went there and got a hot dog, and then I got just hot dog, ketchup, and mustard. I don't like too much stuff on my hot dog, and let me tell y'all, I was walking down, I had got down probably like 10 minutes away from the hot dog place. And I checked my phone, and it said the hot dog I paid for was $10. And I said, boy, when I tell y'all, I speed walked back to the truck. I said, how hot dog was $10? He was like, oh, it's a large hot dog. I said, this small thing is a large hot dog for $10? I just get so vexed. I couldn't even argue with the man because I didn't ask him the price. The next time, when it comes to hot dog, I will ask the price. The first hot dog I paid from the Bronx was $3. So how the next hot dog is $10 for a hot dog? I don't know. But honestly, they know they're wrong for not telling the price on the hot dog. They're not even putting the price. So, yeah, I didn't go outside too much. I did go to the gym. The gym, I go to Planet Fitness. Don't judge me. There's a reason for that. I might tell you all that in the next video, why I do go to Planet Fitness. But I went to the Planet Fitness in the Bronx, and it was an experience. The fire alarm went off of, like, I want to say 30 minutes. If I didn't have AirPods, I would have been fired. Luckily, I had AirPods. And it's just so many people. Let me tell y'all, New Yorkers don't play when it comes to fitness. New Yorkers do not play when it comes to fitness. Literally, the gyms are always packed. You got a bunch of people in the mirror. Like, I feel bad for anybody who's just starting out in New York in the gym because everybody is like a competition. It's like high school in there. I've been to LA Fitness. I've been to Planet Fitness. I've been to some local gyms. And I would tell y'all, New Yorkers don't play about their body. Compared to the South, a lot of times when you're in the South, a lot of the girls are just starting out when it comes to, weight training. So you see a lot of like obesity in the South and in the gyms and stuff, and you don't really find that many experienced people, maybe one out of a couple, especially women. But let me tell you, Spanish women don't play about their body. That is like, but I already know that because, beauty and keeping your beauty is taught very strongly in the Spanish community. When I say Spanish community, I mean all. I mean Mexico, I mean South America, I mean Caribbean Spanish. Maintaining your beauty is a big part of Spanish culture. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I take from my culture, why people view me so different. There is no such thing as a bad hair day. There is no such thing as a bad nail week or bad nail month. You better find a way to put it together. So like, yeah, maintaining your beauty, maintaining your weight is so big because we understand how valuable our beauty is and how alluring and captivating it could be to get in your weight. And it plays a big part, no matter what they might tell you. So yeah, as I was saying, I took the train. So after the New York trip, no what? Yeah, I was talking about the yeah. I came back with the hot dog and all that stuff. So let's say New York is over now, and I'm going to New Jersey. Now I'm the type of person. I never took a train to another state before, but I just did it. I didn't even know how much walking I was gonna have to do, but I did it. I got through. Jersey is one of the most dullest, almost like some stuff out of a cartoon book. The way the city looks is so depressing. It's so cloudy. It's just stressful. I don't know how y'all doing it there in Jersey. Like it was 5, no, it was 3 o'clock, and let me tell you, it looked like it was 7 o'clock, like 8 o'clock. I lied to you not. Like it just looks so depressing. So if you're from Jersey, put in the comments how do you stay content, feminine, joyful, energized in a weather and setting like that. I like to know because I couldn't. I thought the New York was. I thought Philadelphia was depressing. I thought New York was a little depressing. And when I got to Jersey, it just took the top of the cake. But I'm so glad to be back in the South. Atlanta isn't my favorite, but I have a free life here. If you know, you know. If you don't, you slow. I have a free life here, so that's okay. So, yeah, I'm nervous about the project. I've had some feelings about quitting, but sometimes I tell myself maybe it's natural to feel that way. About something I've never done before. Fear of failure. I do have a fear of failure. I don't like to fail. So you guys wish me luck on that. Keep me in your prayers. This new year, oh yeah, it is February. It's February 2nd. Maybe I should review over January. I don't know if I said this in my previous video, but prayer is a big part of what I want 2025 to be about. As I said, that in 2024, I showed up for myself, for my body, and I saw the results of consistency. And I showed up for God, but not enough. Not enough as I've shown up for myself. So I just want to add more prayer to my life. And slow down. I think like, all my life people have told me that, oh, you move so fast, you're like you're in a rush. And, one of the things in 2025 I really want it to be about is slowing down and just taking your time to enjoy. Because like the type of life I have now, I'm not in a rush. And some moments I just need to slow down and enjoy the moment. And I invite you guys to do the same. I have been doing the prayer. I want to like eventually get to where I pray 3 times a day, a morning, afternoon, and night because if you do know me, you know I don't work. So I don't really have a reason not to. I don't really have a excuse why it is that I can't pray 3 times a day. It doesn't, hurt me. Sorry, guys. It doesn't hurt me to give thanks, so if anything, it helps me, so I should be doing it more often. There are things that I do often in life that are important as praying, so it's one thing I want to put in my life. Three, no, two, no, actually three. I need three yoga routines. Almost like three is the number of 2025, but that's my personal number. I'm life path number three. I don't know if you guys know about numerology, but if you do, you know. So yeah, I need three sessions of yoga. I notice like when you wake up in the morning, you're not really awake. Even if you're standing up, even if you're walking around, you're not really awake. There's certain things you have to do to make your body awake, or you're going to end up back into sleep. And so that was happening to me a lot in 2024. I have the consistency of working out, but there are so many other things that I need to be consistent with, like cleaning up, like, hair and makeup, grooming, all that stuff, self-care. And self-care can be very time consuming. That's why I have joined the spa, because it takes up a lot of my time, and sometimes it could be a bit mentally consuming, knowing that I'm doing this all by myself. So that's why I just kind of gave it up. And I don't drive, so going from one place to one place from one place, so it could be very time consuming and expensive. So I do this fall so I can just kind of be in one place. Guys, I'm looking at the sunset, and the sunset is like over my flowers, and just such a beautiful feeling right now. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm nervous about the project. I am praying about that. 2025 in January has been pretty steady. I find a lot of new things that I enjoy, and I'm trying to add more to my life. I am adding more in my life and trying to expand my growth in the year of 2025 in all aspects, in self-care, in spiritual, in fitness, and in the internal as well. And also the consistency, with my work. I wanted to come on here. I feel like I should have been started a YouTube channel, but because of sometimes my laziness and my patterns, so 2025 is about breaking negative patterns, personally for me. But I'm from Red Onion. I buy a lot of pickle stuff, and let me tell you, my pickle things, they last me so long. The last time I went to the grocery store, I want to say it was about a month and a half ago. I want to say. I say my weight was pretty like so and so January, but I feel pretty good. I feel like I'm starting out the year good. It doesn't really feel like a new year yet, if I'm being quite honest. The pageant is next. No, I was about to say next month, but it's this month, and I have to mentally prepare for that. That's just where my mind has been for these last couple of weeks. I appreciate you guys' support. If you're from the north, you can DM me on my personal Instagram, the lady at the lady Valentine, if you want tickets. Tickets are only $40. Hmm. Why my nails aren't done? You might ask. You might be thinking. Because the spa I went to, and I don't mean to talk shit about them because I like the spa. I believe that there's some nail salons that are putting cheap acrylic, so you can spend more time coming back to them and spending more money. Because the way these nails didn't last me a week is insane. It's ridiculous. And so that very much makes sense for a spa to do that, because they want me to come back and get them done again. But that's not going to happen. Once I see you playing with my time and money, I'm going to move somewhere else and get my nails done. So next week, I'm going to get my nails done, or this week. No, probably next week. Probably this week, if I can. But yeah, I actually am going to go now. I appreciate everyone stopping in and doing it. like this video, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe. And we will be back, I want to say, maybe a day and a half. Guys, look how beautiful I am. I'm so thankful to God for my beauty. I wanted to match my flowers. I don't know if you guys can see. I match my flowers.